Alrighty guys, Azdik here, bringing you guys another Dragon Ball Legends video. So it's going to be a double upload for discussion videos today. I hope you guys do not mind. This is something that I actually really wanted to talk about, something I wanted to get off my chest. This is something I've actually been talking about with a buddy of mine. His name is One Swipe Man. You guys might have heard of him. He's a PvP monster. He's always in the top ranks. We were actually talking the other day, and it had me thinking. They've been... You know, this is like my issue. This is kind of be like a little bit of a rant video, right? This is like my issue with LFs and Zenkais, just overall, like in general. So me and my buddy, so we were talking, we were speaking, and we were like, dude, like this has kind of been like a little bit of a trend. Like they've been releasing like LF units, and then shortly after Zenkai units as well, right? And what we started noticing a little bit of a trend, right? It's not exactly pinpoint correlated. Like I'm not like some kind of conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But we kind of like dated back a little bit to Majin Vegeta. And if you guys don't remember, when Majin Vegeta, when Majin Vegeta first dropped, we started getting all these Zenkai Blue Saiyans, those of which had the Zenkai abilities to buff Blue Saiyans, right? And initially everyone just thought,
dang dude, like Majin Vegeta just getting the shaft yet again. Like he's just getting cucked, man.
You know, he's just getting replaced. But like, you know, some people maybe like at Bandai or other people, I don't know, maybe other people could argue like maybe it wasn't to replace him, but maybe it's because like they realized that you're going to have like a lack of stars on this LF unit because he's so hard to go after. So they want to give you a great bench unit specifically for that LF unit, right? So you had all these blue Zenkai Saiyans, right? Like you have the Zenkai LF Nameku, who else do you have? I don't know. There's a lot. This is my point, right? You have the Zenkai Bardock, stuff like that, right? And it's like you can put all those buffs onto these LF units, like, right? Like you definitely, when all those Zenkai units were dropping, you definitely saw a bunch of videos. I'm pretty sure you guys saw like triple Zenkai boosted Vegito, triple Zenkai boosted Majin Vegeta, triple Zenkai boosted this and that, you know? That's just how like it kind of was, and I think that's what they really intended. I really think that's how it was. Like they were just like, I don't think they meant to just replace their LF units, because they work really hard on the LF units, right? Like you have to give them credit there. Like they put in a lot of work into their LF units to make them look really cool and stuff like that. So they probably do want you to have like a really great bench for them, because they're like, dang, like it's unfortunate for these players that really didn't get lucky on the banner, that only pulled him at 2 stars. Maybe he's not living up to his potential, and so we're gonna go ahead and give him a Zenkai boost. So that's where we started talking. We started noticing it with Majin Vegeta, and then you have UI Goku, and then UI Goku, you definitely could argue like no Zenkai unit came out for UI Goku though, right? But it's like you still can kind of argue that Purple already had, or Purple Saiyan specifically already had Zenkai boost units, right? Because you had the Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is already insane, right? And I'm sure you guys have seen Super Saiyan 3 getting run alongside UI Goku. And the Super Saiyan 3, like I said, he's already a monster on his own. And then him Zenkai boosting the UI Goku is definitely helping him a lot too, right? Like it's absolutely crazy. It's crazy what they're doing, and how like I'm kind of like noticing this pattern and everything. And then you also have the Scouter Vegeta, who also gives a Zenkai boost to Purple Saiyans as well. And so there's just all this stuff that it's leading me to believe that this is going to be the trend. And I really hope that it's not, but it just, you know, every time that I hope for something not to happen in Legends, it kind of does happen, man. I remember before the Christmas banners came out, I was just like, I didn't know who was coming out. I didn't know if it was Gogeta Blue. I'm not gonna say that I knew at all, but all I did know was I was just like, please don't do a dual LF banner, because I hate dual LF banners, man. I don't like them. I really don't. Like I don't know if you guys do. Maybe you guys do. Maybe it's just my own opinion on things, but I just don't like them. And so now we fast forward. We got the dual LF banners. You know, I feel like I was really unlucky. I know a lot of other people who are really unlucky, I know a lot of people who really didn't like the layout of the banners. I know a lot of people had issues with them. And then so on top of that, so you have Gogeta Blue, came out 2 weeks ago, and who gets a Zenkai? This bad boy right here. So this guy, he gets a Zenkai. So and now people are losing their mind. They're like, dude, like Toshi just hates, or he hates Gogeta. People are like, they're truly saying like, dude, Bandai just does not want Gogeta to shine. They're already replacing him. But when I first saw this, the first thought in my head was, well, you know, maybe they're trying to buff Gogeta, right? Like maybe, because I've seen memes, right? If you guys browse the Reddit, Dragon Ball Legends Reddit, I've seen memes where it's just like, oh, like Vegeta Blue is like broken. Like, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you, Bandai? Like, he's just so terribly broken. It's so dumb. And then Gogeta Blue releases, and you're like,
why is he balanced? I wanted him to break the game.
And then like all this like, right? Well, obviously you can never be happy, right? There's always gonna be people unhappy. And so I feel like they really took that to heart. They were like, dang, dude, like we really, we had this awesome unit, this really cool unit, this highly anticipated unit, and people are kind of just like smack talking him. We need to put out a Zenkai bench for him. And I feel like that's exactly what happened. I feel like that's what, you know, I definitely could be wrong. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right, but that's what it feels like to me. So not only does, for some people, Gogeta will be getting replaced for movies, right, or for God Key, but at the same time, I also feel like this guy is definitely going to be used to enable Gogeta, right? Especially since this guy, he has that cover change. He has that unique cover change, and Gogeta ignores the cover changes, right? So I feel like he's like indirectly buffing the Gogeta, and I don't even think it's indirectly, because he's going to be giving the Z ability to the to the movies units, right? So you look at it, you look at his Zenkai ability right here, and it increases the following stats of characters that are both element yellow and tag God Key. So, you know, although I don't have Gogeta, or you know, I don't really think I'm going to be investing in this guy, but I imagine that if you do have Gogeta, I feel like you're going to be more inclined to invest in this guy as well. You know, because you do want to get those higher numbers up with your Gogeta, especially if your Gogeta is like at lower stars. You want to just beef him up a little bit. That's what I feel like they're doing, and I really hope that's not the case, because as it is, it's already difficult to pull LFs, right? I don't want to have to spend like 30k crystals or something just to get an LF unit to 2 stars, just for someone to tell me like, oh, you're not reaching his true potential because you don't have the Zenkai bench buffer for him, right? I feel like that's so annoying. I feel like that's so lame. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to Zenkai a unit, then he has to be busted. Like, he has to be absolutely broken. Because I know there are people out there that want to just Zenkai for the Z ability, right? For the Zenkai ability, at least. And I don't know. Like, I feel like this guy is definitely good, right? He's definitely going to, like, he's a Zenkai unit. They don't really make him bad, right? Like, because even Scouter Vegeta, yeah, he's like not the greatest, but he does decent damage, right? He does decent damage. He's definitely not worth it, in my own opinion, but he's not like absolutely garbage, you know? And people could argue that to me too. That's the thing about the Scouter Vegeta, is that people could argue to me and say that he's absolutely garbage, and I probably would be like, yeah, he's not the best. You know, I'm not gonna argue against you that he's like good or anything, but I don't. That to me, this is just the trend of things, right? I don't know, like I really don't like it. It really is going to like make me feel like I really don't want to summon for LFs anymore. I've already kind of been like the kind of person that's just like, don't chase LFs. Like, this is why you should not chase LFs, especially coming from a free-to-play standpoint. But even more so now, it feels like they're really, if they're going to make them like Gogeta and Broly, they weren't absolutely broken. Like, they weren't like on the Vegeta Blue scale, right? If they're not going to make them like that anymore, I don't know how worth they're going to be. Because personally, like I said, I don't have UI, I don't have Gogeta, I don't have Broly, I don't have any of those three. And so this is an unbiased opinion here, but I think UI is better. I think UI is better. I think he looks cooler. I think he has cooler mechanics. Maybe not looks cooler. I think Gogeta actually does look cooler. I think his Legends his LF looks cooler. But in terms of kit and in terms of like unique mechanics, I think UI is better. You know, that's just me, and I really wish that, I don't know, I feel like I wasted some crystals on the Gogeta banner, because if I would have pulled Gogeta, of course I'm gonna be happy go lucky, right? But at the same time, it's just like, I really wish, if I was given the choice, you're guaranteed one of these 3 LFs, Gogeta, Broly, and UI, I would take the UI. I'm not gonna lie here. And so that's just kind of my thoughts on things. Let me guys know what you think. I really think that it's I don't know. I just don't like this direction. It's just basically the whole point of this video is, like I said, it's a little bit of a rant video. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Zenkais are going to start pairing up with the LFs? That LFs are going to start coming with the Zenkai? That way you can put the Zenkai on the bench to buff the LF? Because that's kind of what I feel like with this guy. That's what I feel like they're doing here. You know, personally, if I did Zenkai this guy would just be boosting my Champa. I still love Champa on God Key. I think Champa is really good for God Key. You know, his sub count thing is ridiculous alongside Vados. But, you know, I know that this is going to be like good filler options. Or actually, I think Champa is now the filler option because of all these yellows that you have for God Key now. But, you know, that's just me. Definitely let me know what you guys think. This is going, and then here's going to be a little sneak peek of one of the videos for tomorrow. So this is what we're going to go ahead and be running tomorrow. I did want to show this guy off. I do not have him Zenkai. I don't plan on getting him Zenkai, but I did want to go ahead and hop on the little bandwagon. You know, I wanted to show this guy off. I like this guy a lot. He was I definitely one of my sought after units, my most highly sought after units. I didn't pull him for the longest time. That's why he's only at 7 stars here. You guys might be thinking 7 stars is a lot, man. But when he first came out, like on a Broly banner, like on the crossover banner or whatever it was, like the Broly movie collaboration banner, I wanted this guy so badly, and he just would not drop for me, man. He just would not drop for me. Thankfully, I pulled a good amount of copies of him now. This is the team we're going to go ahead and be running him on. Hopefully, Vegito Blue doesn't take the spotlight, but it is Vegito Blue. We're going to go ahead and be running him with Vados and stuff like that. So, you know, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be too bad, right? Especially because it's just barely the beginning of the season. You know, if you guys are planning on Zenkaiing this guy, I want to know why. Like, definitely let me know why. Let me know if I want to know if you guys are Zenkaiing this guy in order, because maybe because there's only a couple of options or a couple of reasons why I see why you would be Zenkaiing this guy. It's like option A, like you just don't have a yellow for God Key, you don't have a yellow for movies, like that, and that's automatically gonna make me assume that you didn't pull Gogeta, right? So because you didn't pull Gogeta, or maybe because you do have Gogeta and you want to Zenkai buff him, right? Or option 3, which is an option that maybe, I don't know, maybe there's another reason why you would be Zenkaiing this guy in the first place. Maybe you just love Vegeta a lot, you want him for your Vegeta family team. I don't know, he doesn't even buff Vegeta family though, right? I don't think this guy would replace Trunks, would he? The Rage Trunks? I highly doubt it, because he only buffs God Key, right? So, I don't know. Definitely let me guys know what you think in the comments down below. You know, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!